What's up? Welcome to the stream. The September 2025 Gamestream that is, and today we're going to be playing some Marvel Rivals. I've never played this before on stream, but I'm very excited. It's going to be fun. Play this on stream. Marvel Games. Pretty cool. Pretty cool that Marvel has a gaming division. Yeah. I've played this a little bit before, but okay. Guess it's gonna have to do a little quick and then we'll be able to play. Yeah. Just looking at them. We're very excited to play this. Oh no. It's gonna take a while, so while it's doing that, we're gonna pick some Battlefront Classic Collection. Should we do Battlefront or Battlefront 2? Let's do Battlefront 2. See what multiplayer stuff there are. And let's do multiplayer. Should we do Dagobah? So, see what we need. Heroes what? Is it called Heroes vs. Villains? I think, maybe. Or just gonna join a session. Ooh! Seems like we are doing Heroes vs. Villains. We're the villains. Which one should we start with? Let's start with Jango Fett. Yeah, let's start with Jango Fett. This is like my favorite. Like this here is just like my favorite. Oh shoot. Let's look. Oh shoot. Just got killed by Luke. Oh no, that was Kid Fisto actually. Let's do Django again. There then. Okay, looks like we're going up against Mason. And we're dead. That was cool. Yeah, we gotta get a Battlefront 3 with like the new, like a Battlefront 3. We hope we can get a Battlefront 3 someday. Maybe, maybe eventually. There's some videos that I'm probably gonna make within the next few months about how we can like maybe get a Battlefront 3, some potential things. Should we, let's do Vader, or should we do Anakin? I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go with Anakin. Yeah, I'll go with Anakin. Looks like we're gonna be going up against Windu. Where do you go? That was fun. Just immediately die. Like, jump off. Oh, looks like we're gonna be using Boba. Boba, get your revenge. I guess Windu. Oh, where's he going? Oh, there's Windu. Oh, let's go. Okay. Okay, let's do Maul. Let's do Darth Maul. I am Maul. No, Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past comes out in like less than a week now. Oh, there's double Darth Maul. Yeah, anyway, I'm really excited for Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past. Like, we're gonna be getting our first like canon version of Darth Revan, which is gonna be pretty cool. Well, not canon version, but we're gonna be getting our first like Darth Revan on screen in any Star Wars show or movie. Just killed one dude. Yeah, I'm also really excited to see like more of Sagan Dev. And also we're like gonna be getting Darth Obi-Wan. Thought I'd make the jump. What is that too? And then after Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past, the next big thing we're getting might be the Mandalorian and Grogu. Because like Ahsoka Season 2, I don't think that's going to release till after the movie comes out. So maybe we'll get Zero Company in the first half of the year. That's my guess, is how we're going to get Zero Company in the first half of the year, before May, before the Mandalorian and Grogu. And I'd say the best time for them to release Zero Company, the strategy game by Respawn, like Bit Reactor, say Reactor and Respawn, would be like March or April. Because like around that time is when we're probably going to be getting the final trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu. Because it'll come in May. So maybe if they want to, they can like kind of line up the two with like marketing and release. Yeah, we're playing Dooku. Yeah, something I really like about the original Battlefronts here is like the nostalgia. Oh, so, You know, Dooku and Windu never got an actual fight. Never in Clone Wars and never in the movies. It was always Dooku versus Yoda, or like Dooku versus Obi-Wan, or like Dooku versus Anakin. What is wrong with Dooku's cape? Like, is that what happens to him every time he's like in battle? Because if so, then it's like, dude. It's like, how does he fight? Oh, there we go. Out of all the here, like, how does Dooku last the longest? Where does he get the most kills? He's the oldest. Maybe experience? Because now Dooku's always talking about experience. Sorry, Pop. Sorry, Poppy. So Dooku has like more experience than everyone else, but he can't seem to fix his cape properly. And he can jump far too. That's impressive. Impressive. Most impressive. Where's Ventress? I like how with the classic collection they kept the DLC heroes. They kept the DLC. They like included the DLC. Like it was open to like everyone. It's Maul. No, Darth Maul.
For the Republic.
Maybe in Battlefront 3 they can make Mace Windu like a hero, like a playable hero for people to play as in Battlefront 3 if EA decides to make it. And that would be fun. What's wrong? Chewie last one. Maybe after this we'll play around with Marvel Rivals. Boy, Jingo runs. Wait, for a minute I thought that was like green. Jingo lasted a pretty long time. Guess it's good to start with the flamethrower. Chewbacca. Okay, Luke just comes in. No, do a different spawn place. And you know something I was thinking about with like the Mandalorian and Grogu coming out in like about like 8 months? That's soon. but also with like Starfighter in 2027 is I was thinking like we're for sure gonna get the Mandalorian and Grogu in like next year, and then we're probably gonna get and we're definitely gonna get the Starfighter in 2027. But I think I think in 2028 we'll get the second movie in the Mando trilogy, because I think the Mandalorian will be the beginning of a trilogy. And I think for the 2028 like Mando movie, I think it would be pretty cool if that was like the like if that was like I don't think Taika Waititi will get a Star Wars movie. I think in 2028 we'll get a movie like about the skeleton crew characters, and I think it'll be directed by John Watts. Because John Watts actually has experience directing movies, because he directed the Tom Holland Spider-Man trilogy that we have, Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. Those are like my favorite Spider-Man movies. No Way Home is my favorite, because of course the cameos, but also like the story, like the emotion that it has with like Peter losing May and like having to sacrifice his identity. Like it's like crazy, like all the themes that like all the like emotion that it carries with it. But yeah, also like Toby and Andrew is one of the main reasons. Vader has the same cape problem that Dooku has. It's like, we should sync up. And maybe like cape problems are good. Yeah, yeah, for 2028, yeah, I think we'll get Skeleton Crew season 2 in 2027, and I think a cool plot for Skeleton Crew season 2. I don't think John would be in it. I think they'd save him for like the movie. But I think the plot of season 2 would be like, instead of the kids getting lost, it would be the parents like getting lost in space. Well, like lost in space, and then like we can get some High Republic lore.
Lay down your weapons or face the consequences.
Because they can like maybe they learn the parents of the kids of Wayne, Neil, Fern, and KB learn about like the great works from the High Republic, and maybe we get like Chancellor Lena Seth, who was the one that ordered the great works, like in the in like a hologram or something, ordering the great works to happen. And then like maybe we I don't think they'd return to Ad Akron. Maybe they go to another one of the 9 worlds. One of the other 9 worlds that was part of the Great Works. So a little more expansion. Maybe like a new way, maybe a different way for them to find their way home. See what one of the other 9 worlds are like. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. And then meanwhile on Ad-Aton, the kids like Wim, Neil, Fern, and KB, and maybe SM33 as well, trying to find the parents. That'd be pretty cool. And then I think the movie would be the big return of Jod. I think it would come out in like May of 2028, and like like it can be like the big return of like Judd. See how he like escaped to getting out of. See how he avoided New Republic prison. I don't know if he'd be the big villain or if there would be like a bigger villain, but Jim Cummings, the guy that voiced Hondo in Clone Wars and Rebels, he's and I think he's in the Outlaws Pirates Fortune DLC. I'm not sure about the Jim Cummings. I think he's the one that voiced Hondo in that. Was the Lando. I'll get to that soon, but maybe like yeah, Jim Cummings has been teasing like a return as Hondo, so maybe that's how we get him like in a movie. I think that would be cool, like the Hondo's return being in a Star Wars movie, and that can be like him in live action. I think that would be pretty cool. And then yeah, that can be like the 2028 movie. And then the 2029 movie, I think that should be Lando. I think the 2029 movie should be Lando.
Victory is within our grasp.
Looks like it's almost done. Lando's the villains again. Cool. Yeah, like the 2029 movie, I think that should be Lando getting like Lando's like seeing how Lando acquired the like Lady Luck and how he met Lobot and how he like his journey to Bespin to become the owner of Cloud City. Like kind of like Solo was how Han explaining how Han got to where he was in A New Hope. It can be the same for Lando, but where he was in Empire Strikes Back and to the Anakin. That's cool. And I think the 2030 movie should be Dave Filoni's out in the Empire movie, with like Thrawn as the villain, as the big bad. Of course, you can see like Pelion in it. And then it can end with like Thrawn's death, because he has to die. Because like he has to die because like he's not in the sequels. So yeah, Thrawn can like die. Maybe kind of like at the end of Bad Batch Season 3 where Tarkin arrived on Mount Tantus to like take Hemlock's to divert the fundings for Project Necromancer to Project Stardust, Death Star. Maybe we get something similar to that with like Brendel Hux, Hux's father, making a cameo. And yeah, I think that would come out in 2030. So it would kind of be like the last batch of Star Wars movies, because those Force Awakens in 2015, Rogue One in 2016, Last Jedi in 2017, and then Solo in 2018, and then Rise of Skywalker in 2019. So it would kind of be like that. That's how we got trilogy movies every other year and anthology movies in between the trilogy movies. So it'd be like the Mando trilogy, and then in between we get Starfighter and Lando. Yeah, speaking of Starfighter, I got some like theories, or I got like a theory already for that, for like a theory for Starfighter, and it's like about 2 years away, and I already got a theory. Which will definitely make a video on that. Same for my Mandalorian Grogu theories. Like I think we'll get more to the Kelleran back flashback that we got in Mando season 3 because like we have to, basically. Let's see what happened to Grogu.
No reward is worth this.
Alright, guess we're not gonna play Marvel Rivals today. Guess we'll play that in the next stream. And speaking of like the streams and stuff, there's like some big like gaming streams that I got lined up for like the next few months. Like some cool gaming streams. It's gonna be fun. Gaming streams that I've got lined up. Good adventures, because you haven't played as adventures.
You don't stand a chance against the power of the Force.
And yeah, we're definitely gonna get Ahsoka season 2 next year, and like I got some theories lined up for Ahsoka season 2 as well, with Peridia, with Abeloth, and also like with Thrawn in the main galaxy. And then same for Maul Shadow Lord. Like how we'll get like the canon version of Darth Talon. That's gonna be cool. Yeah, one of my theories is connecting Ahsoka season 2 to Fallen Order. Alright, next we'll do Grievous. General Grievous, you're shorter than I expected. Your lightsabers will add a fine addition to my collection. Seems like this match might be over sooner than the last match was. Yeah, Vader's got the cape problem again. And then a game that I hope we get, like, eventually is Outlaws 2. Because, like, Outlaws is a really good game. It's a very big game, but it's also a really good game. Is Halo secure? How does Vader do against Halo secure? Guess good. I like Keanu Moody. My health is low, so Keanu Moody kills Vader. I'd say this Battlefront 2 from 2005 is like my favorite Battlefront. Like out of all the Battlefront games, this one is my favorite. Because one, it carries the most nostalgia, but also like the lineup for heroes and villains is the best. And also, it's got the best lineup of planets. If we're talking, yeah, best lineup of planets here in this game, like Mustafar, and like the space maps too, like the Coruscant space maps, and the Tatooine space map. Like if we get Battlefront 3, we need Mustafar as a planet. If EA gets us Battlefront 3, we need Mustafar as a planet. And also someone else we need as a hero, someone we haven't had in any of the Battlefront games is Qui-Gon as another hero. Are you really gonna electrocute me? Get off Maul. Ooh, let's get fisted. Hey, I never noticed that the Death Star. I did not know that the Death Star was in the sky on this map. Which direction is it? Oh, there's the Death Star. That's cool. I did not know that was there on the map. That's pretty cool. Yeah, like for instance, out of like Endor in this game compared to Endor in Battlefront 2 from 2017, this one is my favorite Endor map. And like these, I think these ones here have the bigger maps, which is crazy for 2005 compared to 2017. Like, can't even find any of the other people. Crazy. Yeah, after this match will be done. Pretty cool. Maul wins against Luke. Palpatine is slow for being the Sith Lord. Like he doesn't have force speed. Maybe you should get force speed sometime. Palpatine should think about getting force speed. Like Palpatine has essence transfer, but he doesn't have force speed. Or well, I guess you could argue in Revenge of the Sith, because like he was fast in that duel against Windu, against Mace Windu. Like he was Anakin versus
On my mark, men.
I think it's pretty cool that Anakin was like a villain. And that like the Anakin was like a villain in this game. Haven't played on Django on this map. And of course we were just playing on the Death Star, and now we're playing on Endor. That's pretty cool. I think we're almost done with the match, and then that'll be the end of the stream. Yeah, looks like the match might be over soon. There you go, Mark. That was crazy.
Are you sure?
Hey, Barry, you're just chilling. Cool. DLC Hero 2 wins the battle. Oh, look, Kid Fist. Alright, that will be the end of the stream. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, till next time, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. I really had fun doing this. September 2025 game stream. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun every time I do these streams. And yeah, I got some very interesting streams lined up for the next few, like in the next few months. Some of them gaming streams, which are gonna be fun. But yeah, right now I'll do my closing and yeah, say bye. Make sure to like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. And yeah, besides that, till next time, guys. Bye.